checking 10 incredible facts about Greeks. I really want to see the beauty of Greeks, the reason why Greeks are called Hellenists. Let's check this video, okay? So beautiful, very beautiful area, you guys. It has a very good.
If you haven't already visited Greece, you definitely got to put this place on your places to visit list. Since I was a child, like many others, I've been fascinated with the lore and fables of Greece, as well as the historical and cultural aspects of the country. Welcome back to another FTD Facts episode. I'm Leroy Kenton, and we post videos every day, Monday to Friday, so come back to our channel every single day for more educational content. This is going to be a brief introduction of what Greece is all about, and you guys have been requesting for us to do facts about Greece for a while. Viewers like Anis Saeed, Swati Joshi, Steam Gamers STG Hunter, and Ananya Jain. And before I begin with the facts, I want to know, guys, what comes to mind when you hear the word Greece? Now, did you know that the official name for Greece is the Hellenic Republic? Currently, right now, Greece has a population of 10,891,083 people at the time of filming this video. Athens, of course, is the capital of Greece, as well as the largest city. Now, in English, we say Greece, which comes from the Latin term Greekia, and this is based on the word used by the Romans, which literally means land of the Greeks, and that was derived from the Greek word Graikos. Now, the current country of Greece isn't really that massive on the world scale in terms of size. It has a land area of 50,949 square miles, which is roughly 131,958 square kilometers. Now, definitely Greece has a strong national identity.
Wow, I love that. He said the Greeks has a very strong national identity. History actually have it that Greece is actually as at when he was actually making this video, he said the Greece population was 10 million plus, but currently the population have actually increased because this is 2027 and this video was made 7 years ago. So from my own research, Greece is obviously 13 million plus currently, okay, and I just love the geographical area of Greece with a beautiful salvation. And definitely, he said, if you're looking for country where you want to visit, try Greece. Obviously, you guys, why won't I try Greece? I fell in love with Greece for a long time, and I'm definitely gonna be trying out all this. Okay, so let's continue. Okay.
History has had a huge impact on Greece, as well as how life is lived in the country today, from its food to its culture, even the characters of Greece themselves. Greek tradition and customs play an important role in the lives of people living there. It's maintaining these traditions and customs that have enabled the Greeks to survive through many centuries of hardships, foreign invasions, and still are able to keep their national identity. Greece is also a huge spot for tourists. Approximately 16.9 million tourists visit Greece every single year, and that's a lot more than the country's population. Tourism consists of nearly 16% of Greece's GDP. Now, as I mentioned, the Greeks have been able to preserve a lot of their national identity for years. As a matter of fact, Greece has been continually inhabited for around 7,000 years. Athens is one of the oldest cities in Europe, and Greece is also the birthplace of democracy. Of course, the Olympic Games came from there. Western philosophy, political science, a lot of major mathematic principles, as well as a lot of Western theories of tragedy and comedy. Now, in terms of voting in Greece, it's actually required by law for every citizen over the age of 18 to vote. Now, although voting is mandatory, it's not a law that is really enforced, but I'd love to hear more about that below for any one of you watching who do live in Greece. Going back to the 1950s now, at the time, only 30% of Greek adults could read and write. Now, the literacy rate is...
You guys, one thing about Greece is that Greece opened their arms to tourists, people that want to come and tour Greece, because that is where the country GDP actually gets increased, because obviously the people that comes into Greece every single day are more than the people in Greece, are more than the Greece themselves. Okay, so I feel like the Greece actually opens their way, their arms to the tourists to just come and tour, because this is where the country generates a lot of money from. Okay, and again, if Greece is not a sweet place to be, tourists will not be happy to come visit Greece. So for people to be pumping in like that in Greece, which means there's a whole lot of beautiful thing kept for you to come and see in Greece. And again, he actually said that you know voting is not mandatory, it's by choice, optional in Greece. I really want to know about that. Please, can someone explain to us what does he mean by that on the comment section? Okay,
more than 95%. And that's no surprise because Greece historically had been known for their wealth of knowledge on all sorts of subjects. Greece is also the world's third leading producer of olives. Some olive trees that were planted in the 13th century are still producing olives to this date. Now, when you visit Greece, you may notice something peculiar about their houses and everything. Many Greek structures such as doors, windowsills, furnitures, and church domes are painted in a turquoise blue, and it's used because of an ancient belief that this shade of blue keeps evil away. They called that color cyanus, which we get the word cyan from, and also the English word for cyanide is derived from
so the reason why the blue paint cyanus on their walls is because it chased out evil. Oh my god, really? Because I know Greece color is blue and white, and on the national map it has a lot of lines, and those lines are lines of countries that have tried to invade Greece, which I'm going to be talking about on my next video. Okay, let's continue.
Another amazing reason why you gotta visit Greece is because it's one of the sunniest nations on the planet. Greece enjoys more than 250 days out of the year of sunshine, and that's roughly 3,000 hours of sunniness every single year. And that makes it one of the sunniest countries in the world as well as in Europe. Now, as many of you may or may not know, thousands of English words are derived from the Greek language. And yes, Greek was very integral in the shaping of many modern languages today. Now, a lot of these English words that have Greek roots were translated via the Roman adaptation of the Greek words. Some common English words that came from Greece are academy, apology, marathon, siren, alphabet, as well as typhoon. And I don't know if you guys remember that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where the father was always pointing out English words that came from Greek.
Any word, and I show you how the root of that word is Greek. Arachnophobia. Arachna, that comes from the Greek word for spider, and phobia is a phobia, fear. So fear of spider, there you go.
Yeah, that would be a whole video series in itself of all the words that came from Greek, but I'll just end off this episode on that note. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This episode of FTD Facts was brought to you by Grammarly.com. Now, Grammarly is one of the leading softwares in the world for improving your written English. The link is down below where you can install it for...
Well, you guys, he quite explained to people Greeks the most unique things about Greece, and that's so beautiful. And the good thing is that Greece have actually contributed a lot to humanity a whole. Okay, I wouldn't say a lot to Greeks, because Greeks did not just contribute to Greeks themselves alone. Greeks had contributed to humanity a lot. Okay, and I'm just so happy, and definitely I will be visiting Greece one day, because that has been my goal, and I'm actually in a preparation for it. In it. Okay, so if you just see me for the first time, do well by liking. I have a playlist of Greeks songs, Greeks music, and plays of Greeks on here. Please do well by checking it out. Subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification. Like this video. I will see you on my next one. Bye.